first performer.
Yeah!
Okay, so she's a virgin to our stage, so we show crazy, crazy love. So I want you to make noise like you just got your tax return and they added like a bunch of zeros to it. And you took that money and you went to 7-Eleven and you bought a scratch-off ticket and you won another $1 million. Woo! That's the kind of noise we're gonna make for her. It's her first time. So give it up for Penny!
Hey everybody, does anybody in here have a whole, like a soul? Anybody here have a soul? I'm not talking soul food, I'm talking like jet engine for the body moving the vehicle forward soul.
I got a soul and it's super bad.
The soul of your shoes. So this is kind of like a love letter from my soul. It's called Can You? Can you see me? You look away and I disappear. And then I'm lost. Can you smell me? There was that time one time long ago when you said that my smell held you to me and you knew my soul from long ago, leaving a scent of permanence upon your heart. Can you taste me? Like that time that you licked me head to toe and everything in between because it seemed, by the tip of my tongue, we were inseparable. Can you feel me? For I have cracked open to allow you in to fully inhabit me and take ownership of this vessel, the place where we cohabitate, this mind, and finally this body, and now this soul. This love affair has been going on for millennia, and for the longest time you were screaming through evidences and objects, in motion, and words of impunity like double-edged swords cutting off my ears, and I am deaf. Projections came that kept you silent while I raged on, ignoring you, and feeling the loss that was left in the wake of invisibility, and all you ever did was love me. The contrast of insides to outsides and comparisons made that no one could see me because I could not see you. And assumptions dawned with the light of darkness, and I was confused. Perceived that I was alone all this time, thinking God was out there in the world avoiding me as I avoided taking responsibility for the fact that in His image, I am God. The suffering that had befallen me as human in this body, this delicate yet strong vessel, this housing for my soul, kind of like a tenement building from back in the 70s, where all the slum in the neighborhood could get a cheap thrill or a decent night's sleep. And over time has evolved into a mansion of the highest order, allowing only the most pristine guests to walk upon my red carpet, enter through my pearly gates, rest upon my earthly bosom, and take shelter from the night. Can you feel me? Knocking loudly with all of my might to echo throughout a trembling sound of my hunger to enter this room where I have felt all the time these doors locked behind me, and the key that is me need only be willing to twist a bit to fit. The games played in the mind of the denial of energy, soul, forever, that is nothing short of the fuel of infinity that runs this machine. I ask you again, can you see me? For I have felt so alone for so long that I believed I was invisible, and in every way began to disappear and often hide in the shadow, and then it shape-shifted, and the shadow hid within her. Those were the days of darkness, filled with desperation, suffering, self-loathing and hatred, and burning from the coal of stuckness, burning off the toxic residue of lifetimes of karma and paying the price for the redemption of being its light. The burden of responsibility fell upon many who were home to you in many lifetimes before she came on the scene. So many times a shadow passed before eyes of disbelief, and you still pursued me with a vengeance. You knew I was here all along. Can you taste me? As you brushed upon my insides and outsides, and my body was fulfilled, and the mind could understand only spiraling out of control, and assuming the worst of dangers lie ahead, and in fear did it cower, this creation, this me thing, that sought vitality and integration only to know where to go, and then become lost again. as if it were ever truly found. But there was that time in the air when it was filled with roses and frankincense and myrrh, and it was you, wafting before me in a melodic fragrance meant to shake me to my core and glimpse the possibility of you as my fulfillment. Can you love me? After all of the rotations of ignorance and awakening to return only to the slumber, can you forgive me? For all the times I have created less than the ideal and kept the meanings brief not to receive from fear, can you reach out again for me, for now I am ready. With all of the places, faces, spaces embedded in memory and cellular imprints left behind to not forget, do you still want me? On bended knee now I am in the garden of your familiar. I cannot see the vastness that you know, and I will never know, am I enough? The grace that you have poured upon me fills me up and overflows and still am lost. Only now the light is more beautiful, illuminating the way to nowhere, and I'm no longer fearful that it is or is not what I had thought. The darkness with its branch-like fingers locked around my throat and holding back, I emerge, slipping through its grasp and let go into the vortex of what's possible. I let go. Can you feel me? For in this drama that is mine of resistance and flow, there is only this creation and all of its projections, and you are the only thing that separates me from the hell that I have known. And I believe, yes, I believe, that this love affair has played out through all of eternity, has always been and will always be you chasing after me, to inhabit me, to find me, to see me, to touch me, to taste me, to feel me, to smell me, to have me for yourself. I surrender to this devastation and for the permeation of every cell that I have created for the sole purpose of being able to feel you. Can you? Take me as I am and allow me to emerge to take my place as the tool of service that I was meant to be for the awakening of all of humanity to all of the beasts and blessings within. Am I that? Am I able to be all that because you love me?